I'm Lisa, and I'm the mom half of this duo.
And I'm Shada. I'm Lisa's daughter. And welcome to Two Peas in a Plot, our little corner of the internet where we talk all things books.
We read across genres and love everything from underrated gems to longtime favorites.
And just a quick heads up while we try to avoid spoilers, we do talk about what we liked or didn't. So there might be a few light spoilers along the way just to give you some context.
So if you love stories and want to grow your TBR, hit that subscribe button and join the plot. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today's book is The Austen Affair by Madeline Bell, published in 2025. Just thoroughly enjoyed this book. It is a romance, which is not my first cup of tea to pick up, but the premise of the book just got me, and I had to get it, and it did not disappoint whatsoever. But I am going to read, I apologize, but I'm going to read the back of the book because I tried to explain this earlier. I wrote it out and I don't do it justice. Tess Bright just scored her dream role starring in a film adaptation of Jane Austen's Northanger Abbey. It's not just the role of a lifetime, it's also her last chance to prove herself as a serious actress. No easy feat after being fired from her previous TV gig. And more importantly, it's her opportunity to honor her mom, who was the biggest Jane Austen fan ever. But one thing is standing in Tess's way. One very tall, annoyingly handsome person, actually, Hugh Balfour. A serious British method actor, Hugh wants nothing to do with Tess, whose Teen Choice Awards somehow don't quite compare to his BAFTA nominations. Hugh is a type A, no nonsense Royal Academy prodigy, whereas Tess is big hearted, a little reckless, and admittedly a kind of a mess. But the film needs chemistry, and Tess's career depends on it. Sparks fly, but not in the way Tess hoped, when an electrical accident sends the two feuding co stars back in time to Jane Austen's era. 200 years in the past, with only each other to rely on, Tess and Hugh need to ad lib their way through the Regency period in order to make it back home, and hopefully not screw up history along the way. But if a certain someone looks particularly dashing in those 19th century breeches, well, Tess won't be complaining. It says a wickedly funny, delightfully charming story. The Austen Affair is a tribute to Jane Austen, happily ever afters, and love across a space time continuum. Now, I wouldn't say I'm not a Jane Austen fan or a Jane Austen fan. I really just choose for some odd reason not to read her books. But this book made me want to pick up maybe a few. I don't know, because I absolutely loved it. It just did not disappoint. Lovely read. I thought it was a fast paced book. And this is a keeper. I think I may reread it down the road. Who
Wow,
knows? I
that's high
know.
praise.
Yeah. It was good.
I
Really
will
good.
say,
Hmm.
Northanger Abbey was assigned in one of my reading women throughout history or I don't know. This was like 20 years ago in college, but um Northanger Abbey I think was one of her I might have been published posthumously. I don't think it's one of her more celebrated books, and it's very, very satirical. I did not like it. So maybe not that one
Yeah.
if you
No.
want to read a Jane Austen. But I'm kind of the same way. That was my first introduction to Jane Austen, and it really put me off.
Mm.
So I I've heard that I would probably really enjoy her books. I've also haven't read any of them except for
Yeah.
Northanger Abbey, and it was like I get it. I get it. You're making fun of Gothic literature. I get it. Do we need like 300 pages about it?
Yeah. I don't know. I want to read something I enjoy. I
Anyway,
and
I didn't mean to
yeah.
bring the mood down. I'm just
No,
wanted
no,
to put
no.
that out there.
Well, first, some of my questions that I came up with had references to Jane Austen. I'm like, I know nothing about Jane Austen, so I can't reference any of her books to this romance if it
Yeah.
compares or anything like that. The funny thing is in the book, the Tess, the main character, she meets Jane Austen back in time and she's just a fan. And it's just funny how she'll blurt out references to characters and Jane Austen's like, "How do you know that? I
Oh,
haven't
that's pretty
even
funny.
released it yet," and how do you even know? And it's just that it's just the sweetest, lovely read. Nice, easygoing, little drama, but it captured my attention. It was just really interesting. A new take on a romance for me. And I always like time travel too. I think it's kind of funny or and different, and how she was when they first met them from their electrical current, how they go back in time. She doesn't have gloves, and that's just like, oh my gosh.
Oh,
Just
very scandalous.
yes, scandalous. Where did your gloves go? Well, she had taken her gloves off on the acting set to eat something because the wardrobe was getting mad at her because she's messy. So she had put her gloves in her, I guess, her gown. So they're dressed appropriately when they get picked up back 200 years late, earlier time. But it's just adorable. Yeah. And Tess, her name is Teresa, and they're just like, oh, is this French? Where did
Oh,
this that name come from? And
that's
it
so
just
funny.
it's just cute. It's just references like that just are just adorable. But I would read another one of hers. I think this might be her first book, this author, but I will definitely be looking for more. Oh, and she has here's a description in the back. She grew up in Madeline Bell grew up in Poughkeepsie, New York, holds an MFA in creative writing from Columbia University. Like any rom-com heroine worth her salt, she is a lovable, clumsy New Yorker with an office job in a creative field.
Interesting.
Yeah. Not maybe not your typical MFA author, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
The
kind of like
MFA,
that.
because the MFAs can be very um difficult. I not the degree. I mean the degree, yes, but like usually MFA holders come out writing literary fiction
Yeah.
and it yeah, so that's very refreshing.
Yeah.
That's really
And
cool.
I love this book. I just thought it was so cute and um literary fiction I like to a minimal degree. You know, that sounds
It
awful.
has to be a very, very specific because literary fiction, it's also different. There's some of it I love, and there's a
Mhm.
lot of it I do not love. A
Yeah,
lot of it I do not.
I would say
And
that's me too. I think
and
the
again,
only
I hope I'm
point,
not offending anyone.
yeah,
If you enjoy literary fiction, that's great. Like there's a book for everyone. But yeah, I have a very low threshold for tolerance of I feel like there's a lot of pretension in literary fiction. Like, oh, look at what an amazing writer I am. Ah, it just drives me nuts. I think that's why I gravitate towards uh, genre fiction is so honest. Like no one's trying to win awards or I mean maybe some people are, but really, no one's trying to win anything. They're just writing stories that they love. And I think that's there's a level
yeah,
of like tortured artistry and kind of this yeah, I'm getting way far away from the book that we're talking about. But yeah, I it in summation, I agree. I don't really like literary fiction for the most part.
I agree for maybe for different reasons. I find them really sad and I just want to read something
Yeah.
uplifting. It's my entertainment. I like a good story that takes me takes my imagination somewhere else. And this really did it for me. I thought it was so cute. Really. I mean, I'm not good at wording things. I'll say cute, adorable, sweet, but that means it was a really, really good book to me. And I liked it enough that this isn't going to resell.
Yeah,
I'm going to
that's
keep this. And
yeah, I
that
feel
means a
like if
lot.
you liked it that much to keep
Yes.
it, that's huge.
Yeah.
And maybe reread it. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's
Oh, I definitely will loan it out too. It's just loved it. And I'll be disappointed if someone didn't like it as much as me, because that's how much I really enjoyed it. So this is a short review, but it's short and sweet, and try to pick this book up. I can't say enough good things about it. My vocabulary is limited, and I just say it is just worth the read. Just lovely. Absolutely lovely read. Enjoyed every minute of it. So we appreciate you hanging out with us. Thanks for being here and talking books with us.
and if you love stories and want to grow your TBR, hit that subscribe button and join the plot with us, and we'll see you in the next chapter. Bye, y'all.
Bye bye.